right, big country. Would you date this girl right here?
No.
Why not?
You see this right here? I'm up here. She's more down here. She can't get with this right here. No.
Man knows his value right there.
What's 77 plus 33?
Oh no, 77 plus 33, so 70 plus 30 is 100, 103.
I have essentially turned my Instagram into an advice hotline. Give me a follow and send me a DM at GriffinMind, and I will get back to you. I reply to every single DM. And I know you guys are thinking, nah, he doesn't reply to everyone. Yes, every single person. You can test it if you want. If you're going through something, I'll be able to help you out. Or I'll be able to send you in the right direction. Check out the Instagram GriffinMind, link in the pinned comment.
Can someone please tell Leonardo DiCaprio that it is okay to date a woman that is over the age of 25? Especially when you are a 44-year-old male. He just broke up with yet another woman right after she turned 25. It's like the most wild phenomenon.
Men and women value each other for different things. Men value women for their youth and femininity. Women value us for a plethora of different things. Protection, providing, social status, dominance, masculinity, the list goes on.
Oh, and also, I just had a Bumble guy who was like, oh, can we video chat before we like meet up, whatever? And I was like, yeah, sure. I'm like, I'll be ready later. He's like, oh, well, actually, let me call you like right now. And I was like in bed. I was like, no, I'm getting ready later. I'll talk to you like later. He's like, okay, for sure. We just talked for 3 minutes. He asked me like 2 questions. He's like, oh, so you're in finance? Oh, that's cool. Da 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 da. He's not asking me any follow-up questions. He's acting really weird about me. And then he's like, well, I'm sure you have a lot to do, so I'll just talk to you later. Bye. Our entire call was like literally 2 minutes and 33 seconds. That's what it said when it closed out. So I'm sure that's going to be an unmatch. Don't know what he hated, seeing as he's 38. God, I hate men.
Bro, I know exactly what happened. Why this guy dipped on the date so soon after the call. But for those of you that go on dating apps, you know there are lots of catfishing women on there. So he wanted to FaceTime to see if you looked like your pictures. You didn't look like your pictures. That's why he left.
Hey guys, I need some advice. So I have a boyfriend now, and when I do something wrong, he tells me about it instead of just being grateful that he's with a beautiful woman, and I'm really confused.
Bro, going to TikTok for dating advice is like going to a bankrupt company looking for business advice.
What is the lean test? Basically, Lil Dicky posted a picture with, I guess, new girl he's been dating. If you look at the picture, he's like really leaning toward her. And the lean test is just like, if you want to have a healthy relationship, the girl should be leaning into the guy. It's the sign of probably a pretty weak man if he's the one who's like leaning in. It's not a good look. And it's funny, if I look back, I had a really bad relationship one time. A lot of the photos, I'm leaning in. So it's just kind of indicative about the relationship itself.
There's definitely some truth to this. This is like the physical representation of who is more into the other person. She's more into you, she's more into you, she's more into you. Now you're getting into her, now you're getting into her. It's like this balance that you can see within the photos.
Never really know you and they'll hurt you, but women will know you deeply and then they'll hurt you.
Whenever people want to bring up the fact that I've been with my husband since I was 19 and say, oh, you're missing out. What the f am I missing out on? Being with Brad from Alpha Apple Pie who refuses to put on a condom and throws a temper tantrum about it? Living with roommates who leave their dishes in the sink and eat my leftovers without asking? So it's not like I was ever going to be destined to have this wild single decade of my 20s anyway. Because when you find the person that you genuinely want to be with for your entire life, you don't throw that away just because you met them earlier than most people do. But I already reached my endgame. And in my opinion, life is too short to spend it doing meaningless things with people that don't mean anything to me when I already found what I want. So yeah, I saw my opportunity and I took it.
She's smart. Most women today are looking for the bigger and better option, and they just keep getting the next guy until those options completely run out and they end up completely alone. One of the smartest things that women can do today is finding that one good man and being happy with that choice. Saying, no, I am no longer on the market. I have one man and he is my man. That is the thing that will bring women long-term happiness and fulfillment. Constantly looking for the bigger and better thing is what makes people so unhappy. If you can't find happiness or fulfillment in the moment, you'll live a depressed life because you will never fully appreciate what you have right in front of you.
What's the most amount of guys you've spoken to at the same time?
4.
4.
Sorry.
What about you?
I'm sorry. Just one at a time. I'm respectful like that. I'm sorry. I ain't a playoff.
Say that to them.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You rejected all of them. Excuse me.
I mean, yeah, That's pretty average nowadays. Now, it doesn't mean that she's getting with all of those guys, but on average, they'll be talking with multiple guys.
As a woman who makes 7 figures, like my money does not retain my relationship. Like my ability to,
There you go.
if he gets home at 6 a.m., me making breakfast when he gets home is what's retaining my relationship. It's never been my ability to, I'm a Forbes lister, top of my game, but that doesn't retain my relationship. Me cooking from scratch 3 times a day retains my relationship and retains me going on
3 times a day? Not a
yes,
week?
from scratch. I was on Food Network, but like me being able to cook, me being able to upkeep our home and like putting labels on everything, doing weirdo organizing is what's retaining my relationship.
It's not weird. It's fantastic.
It's awesome.
Don't let these women, the Karens, like try to shame. And I have an issue with women that try to shame each other for being a pick-me or whatever. I think it's very important for women to understand that your power doesn't come from how much money you make, your income, whatever. You can have that stuff. Like for you, you're a 7-figure earner millionaire. Fantastic. I guarantee you it doesn't make your boyfriend's hard.
No.
He's more attracted to the feminine traits that you bring to the table. Success for women is elective. For men, it's mandatory. Women can pick and choose if they want to be successful, which you are in your case. Fantastic. But it's not going to make your guy more attractive
It's
to you.
not going to get me a ring.
If you lost your millions, he would probably stand by your side and take care of you, not have an issue with it. However, if he lost his status and income, etc., you would start to waver a bit because men and women are not the same and we look at different things, and that's okay.
She's a successful boss babe, but she's still feminine and cooks for her man. Good for her. Women that make their own money, that's great. Good for you. More power to you. But it doesn't make you more sexually attractive to men. And the men that do like your money aren't the men that you like. They like your money because they don't have any.
Hey guys, so me and my best friend are gonna do a video together today. Ready? We're gonna make a little TikTok, okay? So first, come here.
Stop.
What?
Hey, kiss my cheek.
No.
No.
I want a real kiss. You won't give me a kiss?
No, because you're my best friend.
Why not?
Sarah, stop.
Why? We can't. I just want to smooch before. we do
No.
TikTok. Are you kidding
No,
me?
here, smooch.
You
There
think
you
you give
go.
me a kiss on the lips? Just come here.
Stop.
Why? I want a kiss.
Because you're my best friend.
Just imagine if the roles were switched. This guy would be canceled, deleted off of everything so fast. She can't handle the rejection at all. Brutal friend zone rejection.
Ah! No!
I don't know why I gave you my hand. That was a mistake. Okay. Okay. How'd you get so strong in these moments?
I'll go to the gym.
Do you think love is worth it?
That's a good question. I think the thing guys need to understand is that they need to love a woman but not fall in love with a woman, because then you start to compromise. You put yourself in a compromising position once you're in love. You don't think rationally.
That's totally true. You can have feelings, of course, but don't be in your feelings. You control the emotion of love just the same way that you control your other emotions. But absolutely, men and women should be in love. It's one of the most beautiful things in the world. Shout out to Myron from Fresh and Fit.
Why are so many guys single today?
Because they suck. Dude, the average guy is like...
You know, there's a lot of differing opinions on this, and I saw somebody stitch this and say that basically it's okay to be average and all sorts of things like that, and a lot of people agree with him. And that is true if you're looking at the average 10, 20, 30, 40 years ago. You see, the problem is that the average has gone down a lot. You don't have to be insanely jacked. You don't have to be rich. You don't have to be the most charismatic person in the world. But when you compare yourself to most people nowadays, most guys can't do anything. I mean, look at the obesity rate in America. It's like doubled in the past 20 years. That means that the average person wasn't obese back then or overweight, but now they are. So I don't want you guys to believe this lie that like you have to be rich or you have to be a celebrity, or even worse, that it's possible for everybody to be rich or to be a celebrity. But it's not the opposite. We've all been conditioned nowadays to be weak losers. And they were like, oh my gosh, girls don't like me. What am I doing wrong? Girls don't like weak losers. So you don't have to be perfect. You just have to be better.
This guy makes a really good point. Our average standards for our society in general are very low. 40% of us are overweight. 40%. Just not being fat makes you above average. And then on top of that, our average people have many addictions to many different things. Weed, drinking, video games, the P-Hub, smoking, vaping, whatever it is. A great place to start is just by removing those toxins from your life. Just by doing that, you're probably in the top 40% of people, top 30% of people, maybe, if you just get back to that net neutral. And then from there, you can start making more money, get your game on point, get your fitness even higher, and then boom, you're already in the 20% of guys. It's easier to be in the 20% than it ever has before.
What do you guys think is the biggest turnoff when it comes to girls? Ladies, let's take some notes.
If she has a
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
I'm a Forbes lister, top of my game, but that doesn't retain my relationship.